This is Minjae Jeon, and today we will be going over the Grade 5 Lesson 4 worksheet. Our first example here shows us the area code for Springfield, Massachusetts, which is 413. This is an exact number as area codes have fixed values. So for example, the area code for Buena Park is 90623, which is a fixed value. All right, going down to our first question. The gross domestic product of the United States of America is around this number. All right, so we have to figure out if this number here is an exact or an estimated value. If we read the question, it says that the gross domestic product is around this many dollars right here. Is around. The word around is actually a hint that our value here is an estimate. So this will be an estimate. All right, down to number 6. A number is rounded to the nearest hundredths. This problem is strange because we actually are not given any numbers. However, from the question, we find that the number is rounded to the nearest hundredths. Since rounding any number produces a different value from the original value, it is safe to assume that the number in this problem is an estimate. It will be an estimate. All right, question 7. A bottle can hold 710 milliliters. Uh, Now this question might be tricky because we're not given a hint in the question, like the word around or round. The only thing we might be able to use is the extra placement of the zero after the decimal right here. You might be wondering why we have the zero in the first place. Well, that's because the zero actually signifies that the value given is precise. For this reason, this question is an exact number. So this will be exact. Number 1, bucket A can hold a maximum of 522.4 milliliter of liquid, and bucket B can hold a maximum of 646.57 milliliters. Bucket C can hold twice the amount of liquid as bucket A can. Find find the total amount of liquid in milliliters that can be stored if all three buckets are used. Alright, so for this, we can come up with the equation bucket A plus bucket B plus bucket C is, well, however many milliliters. Alright, so we know that bucket A is 522.4, bucket B is 646.57, and bucket C is 2 times bucket A, which is 2 times 522.4. All right, just for time's sake, just calculate this number and you'll have the number 2,213.77 milliliters. All right, so B, round the answer from part A to the nearest ones place. Is the new answer an estimate or an exact answer? All right, so our answer from part A is 2,213.77. And we are going to round it to the nearest ones place. So ones place here. So this will become 2,214 since this number right here behind the ones digit is greater than 5. And this is actually an estimate because like we said before, rounding a value from the original value will lead to an estimated number. All right, so question number 3 shows us a chart of the tuition fees of the top 6 universities based on undergraduate and graduate status. And our first question asks us to find the university that differs the most between undergraduate and graduate tuition fees. All right, so we're finding the difference. So this should be easy. Let's just look at the undergraduate tuition and the graduate tuition. and find the difference between the two in each column. So this will be around 3K. This will be around 3K as well. This will be around 4K, 1K, 6K, and 2K. So see here, we actually used an estimated difference instead of an exact number because it is just simply faster, right? So that differs the most between undergraduate and graduate tuition fees. So from the chart above, we found that 6K is the highest difference, which belongs to Yale University. So the question to number A will be, or letter A will be Yale University for a city. Oh, okay. Right, our last question is letter D. The student population at Stanford University is around 15,961. If 9,595 of the students are graduates, in total, how much money is spent by the undergraduates and graduates? Right, so from the chart above, we know that the average undergrad, 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 okay, spends around $58,418. And the average grad pays around 57,000 and $210. Dollars. All right, we're given the number of graduate students, 9,595. So we will just multiply it by the price of being a graduate student. So 7,210 times 9,595. Ooh, all right. So actually, I hope you have a calculator because this will be a major waste of time. 57,210 times 9,595 is equal to, oh, okay, 548 million, 90, 929,950 dollars. Wow. Okay. And then we have to find the number of undergraduates, right? So we're given the total number of students. So we'll just subtract the total number of students by the total number of graduates, which is 9,595. This you can do mentally or by hand. So 5, 11, 6, 8, 15 becomes 6, that becomes 3, becomes 0, 15, that becomes 6. So we have a total of 6,366 undergraduates. So we just do the same process. We get the number of we get the price for being an undergrad times 6,366, which is the number of students, undergrad students. And again, do this by calculator. But 58,418 times 6,366 comes out to be 371 million, $888,988. Wow, okay. So the question asks for in total how much money is spent by both undergraduates and graduates. So we will be adding these together. We'll just rewrite the number. Okay, so we will add this 831918180 2 1. That will become 9. So in total, students at Stanford University pays in total 920,818,938 dollars.